Well, our beloveds, life is moving forwards very, very slowly for our another. She is smiling now because she is connecting some dots. She is very impatient in certain things where she has attuned her mind to goals, and she is a get up and go kind of gal where when there is a task to be mastered, she does it immediately. It is her German upbringing. Don't wait to do tomorrow when you can do it today. Tu es gleich. Do it now. That is a saying. So why do we bring all of this up? Because our another is feeling a new and different and improved flow in her life. And she is really beginning to understand how karma works. When she trusts in the universe to show up for her, though she has absolutely no idea how it will happen, but that it will is assured in her heart. But then we show up and begin to move the levers and gears to bring about these dreams, and then she freaks out. It is her trust in the process as well as her own development that matters. And when she responds to the universe in accordance with our and her desires, we can create magic. Though, when you look at it, it's not like $1 million lands in her lap. She has to collaborate with others to bring about the dreams that she wishes to build. She has to walk away from people whom she has outgrown, or alternatively, who are unwilling to grow at the rate that they need to in order to remain in her life. It is very difficult for her to leave anyone behind, but we remind her how she is not to throw pearls before the swine anymore. And when somebody shows you who they really are, don't believe the wishes and the dreams in your head of who they could be. Believe them when they show who they are through their own actions and behaviors. And when appropriate, you sever those ties. It's not easy for her, but we must say it is getting easier. And as she builds that resiliency within her spine, within her construct, within her belief system of who is worthy to be in her life these days, it's easier to weed out those who say the right words but don't match or follow through with their actions. And she now looks or judges people by the fruits of their labor, because at the end of the day, she only wants to align with doers, those who really are doing the work of the divine, being the hands and the feet. And if you are defensive or abusive or bullying or critical versus constructive in your feedback, or you simply lie, or you manipulate the facts in order to justify your behavior. It is time for you all to really measure your worth and to separate the wheat from the chaff. You have about 2.5 months left to do this. So we really encourage you all to distance yourselves from those who do not align with your individual goals. Make certain that the energetic imprint of somebody else who is hateful, unkind, deceptive, or deceitful, we would encourage you to separate your ways. When you look at this split between the old world and the new world, what many call the New World Order, yet have completely misconstrued, their vibration continues to be out of fear and distrust, and their actions align with that vibration. And for those of you who are moving up to what you lovingly call the 5D, though it really is just a love-based way of experiencing life, we would encourage you to no longer throw the pearls before the swine, because they are almost intentionally trying to keep many of you at a lower vibration, to keep you from ascending or becoming love-based beings. Now, our another here is saying, well, but by walking away from individuals like that, how does that turn man into more of a love-based being? Because there comes a point where your own time and effort needs to be aligned with those who really desire to change. If you are giving your energy and your effort to those who just are stealing your energy as vampires do, then it is not a reciprocal relationship. And that is what we wish for you all to do now, to offer your effort, your energy, your love only to those who reciprocate it, because it is time. These days were numbered in the various sacred texts, and depending upon which one you align with, it speaks of the separation of man from the holy ones. And they do ask that you make certain that you have oil in your lantern so that your light would remain lit for this time. And that is probably the best analogy right now. If you don't keep your own energy or energetic forces lit up, you might get lost in the journey, because when people do become really hate-filled and hateful, you could lose the way as well, because you are not surrounded by the loving and light people who will help to support you as you lovingly guide one another to this new place. We want to make certain you are surrounded by those other individuals who are light-filled, and that means that birds of a feather flock together is probably the most important message that you can hear right now. Make certain that you are not unevenly yoked, because it will be very easy to pull the stragglers underwater. Find support and sustenance in the energetic realm from those who are like-minded. You will see in the coming months what we mean by that, and this is not designed to create a fear-filled message. It is merely designed to say, find your tribe and hang on to your trust that something better is coming, because we must refine everyone here on this planet in order to burn off that which no longer serves you. And if you are too close to the fire of others, you yourself may get scorched. Their light will be vastly different than your light. Yours will be in a lantern or coming from within, as you are the hermit or the firefly. And theirs will be more of the fires of destruction, which will burnish off everything that no longer serves humanity. Just sit back, maybe grab some marshmallows, some chocolate, and some graham crackers, and the appropriate attire to roast your marshmallows on the fires as the remains of what we wish to remove burns off. Do it with lightness, do it with love, do it with compassion, but do it concisely. Make certain that you move on to the new placement of your life as soon as possible. And so it is. Namaste.